name's Ethan. My 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 name's Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just give you a brief analysis of everything. I'm going to start with an intro and say I want to thank every one of you guys for your time being here. Thank every one of you guys for paying attention and showing respect. I also want to thank Teen Haven Ministries for giving me this platform to speak here to the youth. And also Wood Street Mission for making lives change for the positive reasons. I want to start off with quotes. Since it's going to be like words of encouragement to everybody, this is about your diet. You have to take in good things to produce good things. My first quote is, "You're never too young to learn about Jesus, the laws, your civil rights, and your family histories." Most of our struggles is from our family history. Some of us are missing our dads in our life, that leader, the man who's supposed to provide, protect, and profess. But simply, you guys are here because Teen Haven is here to fill in the gap, fill in the void. The second quote is, "Fear." The acronym I'm going to go by each letter simply means false evidence appearing real. You may see these guys, with drugs. You may see these guys bobbing their head to certain music. You may see certain influences. You may see certain toxic behavior. You got to read in between the lines and read past the body language, because you can see somebody doing drugs, but they're just hurting their community and hurting their own lives and hurting the people that live. When it comes to music, music's supposed to inspire you to get up first thing in the morning, be a go-getter, be a motivational person, so you don't feel the weight of the world on you. Influence is important in our life because Jason has influenced you guys to be here. You guys don't have to be here, but by each saw his first impression that he made on each and every one of you. And you guys believe him, believe in Pastor Jose. And last but not least, toxic behavior. As men, we have to watch our behavior patterns. But sometimes we see things growing up that we end up copying. You might see somebody go through a domestic relationship where the cops come to the house. You might see a situation where a police arrests one of your buddies. And last but not least, you don't want to get caught up into a system because it brands you for life. And my last quote is basically this: "Show me the company you keep, and I'll show you the future ahead." Before I gave my life to Christ, there was people who I wasn't sure were leading me in the right direction. And as a result, I had to let people go once I gave my life to Christ in 2009. Because a big step for me, but what was behind me is behind me, but moving forward is moving forward. Because the people we were around the most is the people who you're most likely to grow up with into adulthood. I know every one of you guys had aspiration to have a car, a nice house, make your grandma proud, make your family proud, make the community proud. But you have to watch who's in your phone contacts, who's asking to help you out versus who's asking you for a loan and not going to pay back. Who's asking you to come to a party when you should be somewhere else. It's those simple decisions that shape our life every day. And the final one is basically ROI. Stands for return on investment. Whatever you put into this world is your investment back in. When you start eating that fast food, you're going to hurt your body in the long run. Might end up on dialysis, high blood pressure. Not all things that are cheap are good for you. It's food that's made with quality. Food that's made with nourishment to help nourish your soul, nourish your mind, but more importantly, nourish those muscles to become stronger. A return on your investment is like when you go to high school, middle school, and you start passing those grades, you have a bright future for college. You don't have to listen to a teacher telling you, "I don't think you're going to become something." You don't have to hear a teacher say, "You're just like the last kid who was just here." Or you don't have to hear a teacher say, "I don't think you're going to make yourself out of yourself." All because they're trying to label you, all because they're trying to be dream killers, because looking at things from an educational system instead of a spiritual situation. All they know is your name on a file and your name on ID, but they don't know your life story. Never been to your house. When's the last time they ever shook your hand into the classroom? Mr. Brown shook my hand when I went to high school. He showed respect for me. I showed respect for him. And last but not least, one guy was a dear friend of mine, a dear teacher. You probably heard of him, Mr.
Thetford?
Papa. Yes, Mr. Thetford. He inspired little kids to do great things. And a lot of those kids who are doing great things now are becoming great adults. And now I'll move on to my testimony. I was with Teen Haven, I was with Children Deserve a Chance Foundation, founded by Jordan Steffi, a graduate of Conestoga Valley School District. He played football, basketball, and track and field. He excelled in sports. He did pretty good in academics. But at the same time, he comes from the same background you guys. Single parent household, and his father figure wasn't there. But it goes back to the quote again. The company you keep. He decided to keep himself with positive people. The coaches, Daryl Dawkins as his mentor. More importantly, being around his grandparents. We were at Media Heights raising money for the youth, for you guys. The purpose of it is to give back to the community so that you guys have an opportunity to make something of yourself. And as I left that place, I went to go see my cousin, who I saw for the first time. I went to Park City Mall. It was just a situation where my aunt just wanted to go there and shop. And the last thing I remember seeing on Lincoln Highway, across the street from the Olive Garden, was a Hess gas station. The next day, or less than a day, maybe an hour or two, I wake up in the ICU unit of the Langston General Hospital on North Duke Street, with tubes in my stomach, black eye, a peg tube in my chest, a fractured collarbone, a fractured wrist, lost over 50 pounds, had a concussion, and a torn aortic artery where I should have died within 3 minutes. It was only by the grace of God, emergency surgery, prayers, that I'm still a walking little miracle today. When those tubes were in there, because there was internal bleeding going on inside here because the aorta popped. Even though I was considered a walking little miracle, I went to rehab. Learn how to walk again. Learn how to get strong again. Work on my speech. Work on the simple things you guys take advantage of every day. But then another adversity came. My larynx, right here, the vocal cord, stopped working. And I was not able to eat or drink for 5 whole months. Missed out on my grandma's birthday party. Missed out on the 4th of July. Missed out on Labor Day weekend party. Missed out on that whole summer and some of my fault. But then, with God's grace, I was finally able to eat again, finally able to become social again, finally able to become walking again, and gain more weight. But unfortunately, another adversity came between me and my mom. It got to the point where we didn't get along with each other, where I got put out on 2 days' notice. I went from house to house where people believed in me, saying, "You didn't deserve that, Ethan, you deserve better." As a result, me and my 2 cousins decided to get an apartment together. And, I like to thank Jason Nicole McKinney for helping me get my driver's license. I like to thank John Mitchell, Mr. Pierce, and Coach Booth for helping me get a job with the School District Legislature for after school sports program. I like to thank Martin Hill for the connection of getting a brand new car. It's a blessing to have a brand new car because it shows hard work pays off. As far as what I'm doing now, I'm in college. I'm 3/4 of the way done. All I got is 3 more classes. Once I get done these 3 classes the whole summer, all I got to do is focus on math. Get done my math, I graduate, flip that Language Arts and Humanities associate's degree with my grandma right here, take that picture, make her proud, and then I take all my earned credits to Millsville University to master and bachelor's, my bachelor in communications and minor in broadcasting because of actually my poetry talent as a writer, performer, motivational speaker, entrepreneur, and advocate. And in conclusion, Honor and glory goes to God. He deserves all the credit. And every year, I make sure he gets the credit. This is the doctor who saved my life. He was busy with his family on a normal Saturday. And then one day he got that emergency call. You gotta come in and see this guy. He stopped what he was doing, came into LGH, him and some other people prayed over me. They did the emergency surgery. And you know, if you guys are good with math, you know, I had 1% chance of living versus 99% chance of death. That's how critical that surgery was. And last but not least, you know, I am a walking living miracle. It speaks in my walk. And that's my testimony, ladies and gentlemen.